Dawson said he wanted to see his project coming. 16-year-old's project, you know.
There you go.
And then just try to get it up towards the axle a little bit. That's good right there, perfect. Yeah, then I can reach and hand it to him. Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it. Have a good weekend. Okay, I put a stake in the center. She'd like this flower bed about centered with that tree. And that's about centered with the circle of where I dumped the earth when we dug down below. I'm a little out of breath because I've been running the old mini rototiller. Went around, we hit a bunch of rock and a lot of roots in there. So we're not going to get very deep on this. And I think what's going to look good is because this is, you know, like 90 feet from the house, something like that, 80 something, that she's not going to see the back side of the circle. So I think what we should do is actually go with a grade, which is almost, what, 6-8 inches higher in the back than the front. And so go down a couple inches, get your stone in there, get your base in, and then come up about 3 courses, and then have it all tilt toward the front. That would look pretty good back here, and she'd be able to see the flowers in it. If we had it level, it'd bring the front up, and the back would be way down, and he wouldn't be able to see it from the house. And then still we got some rock up here. He's been raking. He laid 1 block, and you know, he can't dig this by hand. We're hitting all kinds of tree roots in here. All these pines, they string way across here. And so I got this little mini rototiller. It's a Poland Pro. I stick it on the end of this Troy built and run that right in there, and it does a nice job digging, but it's bouncing all over. It tires you right out. It makes your hand numb, you know, hard to hold the trigger. Down here, he's got it started, and we cut the block the other night there, and then it rained a couple days, so we're back. He's at school, but when he gets back, he's gonna glue the bottom course right to the patio, and then glue the second course to it, and he's just gonna come up the grade, and we're going to stop right here. So it's going to be 2 courses high, and he's going to use the landscape adhesive, glue them down. That should be pretty good. He should finish that up quick. I thought I'd give him a head start by bringing this thing down. He wanted to do this project by himself, but it's a lot for one person a couple hours after school. So I brought the laser. I'll set the grade up. I'll dig, get it down to where I think it should be. These blocks are about 4 inches. And each block is 8 inches, but I think this is only 1 block above the slab, so I'll have to measure 8 inches down. I want it to, I guess it doesn't have to be 8 inches, but I want it to be flush with the bottom of this siding. I don't want that side way high and this low. That'd look funny. So this is the one that's pretty much got to be level. Up there, I'd like the front of the block to be basically level, and then work your way around, meaning this way. I don't want it slanted. I want it kind of level this way and do the circle. That's gonna be about 8 foot. And so I went around that once. I'll probably have to go around it twice. This one I just started. I'll set this up on time lapse. You'll see how much bouncing around I get here. Well, I got down a good 4 inches, and I'm hitting tree roots everywhere, bouncing, and it's really rough on the rototiller. That's a Poland Pro. I think it's an 8-inch or something, but it works good, but it's really rough on the clutch and the little line that runs down through there, you know, the drive shaft. But I've got all 3 of them set, as good as I can by hand or with that machine. And then if he decides to cut any roots, that's up to him. But I got it softened so he can do a lot of shoveling now. And I think what I'll do is I'll set grade, see if I can get a shovel in there and set a grade and see how close we are. I'd like to go 2 blocks high so it matches down below. Let me get this set up. All right, I set grade. That's how much it slopes. So we're down to ground about 3 inches. Over here we're down about 1 foot. And I'm hitting all kinds of tree roots. That big tree goes right under this building, comes right through there. I gotta cut the root. There's like 4 of them right there all wadded up. And I don't know, I don't have a lot of tools with me. Maybe a grinder, that'll take a bit. And then we can set the stone, and over here you'll see the bottom course, and here it'll disappear. The top course will be about flush with the ground, and to come over there. So it's what you got to do, because you can see that course of block is 3 inches under the soil. So when he cleans this up, he's going to have to take a little bit of this away so you can see the block. All right, now we're starting down here, and what we got is Dawson already checked the level on that, and I'd like them tipping in slightly. Give that a quick sweep. Just get the dirt off so the glue will stick. Sweep it right into your stones there. Get that chunk of dirt off. You have to scrape it. Get that off in there. Can't have anything sticking it up. Remove these stones. Alright, he's got some landscape adhesive there. Go ahead and glue that. I'm going to use my grade stick for a straight edge. And he's going to take his block and he's going to
do the front edge.
We're going to, these 2 points right here, he's going to glue right on that edge. So we're going to put a little dollop and hopefully not have it ooze out the front. Okay? Now don't get in it, don't slide it, look straight down. And we don't want to be past this post. And we're looking at this intersection and we want it right there. And how's that one? That's it. Slide that back just a whisker. See, no glue oozed out. Well, see, it's dripping here. Let's get ready. Number 2. Now this is going to glue them still, you know.
We got a whole piece.
Don't let them slide. Line them straight up exactly. Check them with your level. I want them straight this way so that one's not higher, and then I want the same angle in, like a half a bubble. And then he takes his rubber hammer, where's that at?
Behind you, right behind you.
And just give it a little love tap, like this. Hang on your block. And then that's it. We're just going to go down the line. You do it. Which side you doing? This side. And then just pull your handle back. That caulk gun's seen better days. I brought another caulk gun. You want to use this other one?
Yeah.
This one, I don't know if this one's a no drip. You want to use a no drip caulk gun. You don't want to waste this stuff. You got that back too far, right? Well, you want it out on the front edge, remember? You're going to be in the stones. Go ahead. Wait a minute, you got a stone under it. There you go. Keep it out at that intersection, you know. And then, here. We'll swap caulk guns here. See if that's any better. Oops, here's your level. And then, you ready? Check that with a level. I want to make sure they run even. And then we're trying to stay back from the fence post so that she can't trip on anything. That's got to go over just a little. Look right here. Look right down your post there. We can't have it sticking out so the gate can close. And then use up the blocks that are in the way so we can close the gate up. And then, what's going on here? Do you have your foot in it? That blacktop? Fix that. It's hot out today and the blacktop's getting soft, so we can't walk in that.
Where's that tamper?
You got it right there. Move that cord out of the way. And we're just going to continue. When he comes around to this corner, we've got him pre-cut. He's going to start making his curve. That's looking pretty good. We're using a couple dollops of landscape adhesive, gluing them down. We're going 2 courses high up through here. It's going to start, you're taking out too much. I just want to tamp it. I want to start making that grade up because there's a big tree root in the way. Well, moving along pretty good. We got that big pine, probably about that size, that was cut down. There's a big stump right in there. And I used an axe, chainsaw, ruined a chain. Got down as low as we can go. And we decided just to stay right over that one root a little bit. So we still got stone in there, but it's starting to climb. And it's going to go up to that spot. We're trying to keep it straight with a grade stick there. It's looking pretty good. It's coming out pretty good, isn't it, Dawson? You just got some pea stone to pick up, and then he's going to bank the soil up, and we're going to grass seed this in, Got to do a little raking, and we're going to put seed and some hay chaff and whatever. Get this thing starting to grow. We're going to put a snow fence up through here to keep the dog out a little bit. And we're going to come up to this intersection and make another curve back. That was Dawson's idea. It's a good idea. So that way it'll kind of blend in with the right side over here. You like that? Getting pretty snazzy. You can see that stump there, right by that water bottle. Pretty big one. And we're just going to throw some wood chips over top, and it'll rot down in 20 years, you know. So we're putting some nice soil right up to the edge there. And then we're going to be able to put our grass right to it. Any of them little tiny pebble rocks there, they're going to disappear. We need them underneath our pavers. And then when she goes to mow it with a push mower, it's going to line up good. See how he's sprinkling in? He's going to earth it, bank it down. And this should turn out pretty decent. We only did the 2 rows of sod here because sod's so expensive, but that gets her a, you know, an instant grass rather than mud washing up on the pavers. And we got stone in on that second curve up there. And then we've got the circle, just a little bit more digging. And I used a tape measure in the middle and did a 4 foot and did a paint line. And that should line it up good for him. Lay your shovel right down flat. Yeah, like that. And it's going to settle to like 10%. We'll keep it on a slight angle. And then I'd tap it down with your shovel even. Then we don't get any washout because we got a roof right there. And we're trying to contain most of the water in the flower bed. And then we're going to put all the wood chips in there. We got loads of wood chips. And should look pretty sharp. So this is what our edge looks like. This looks pretty good. Now we got to get these retaining walls done before we can get the seed done, because we're going to track this down, you know. We got our base in. That's 2 rows of block there. I'm considering 3, but we got to come in on the foundation even, and that's how much digging required. And then up here I dug down. I used that little rototiller, and that dug in pretty good. We got some roots, but we got a base tamped. And what we're going to do at the end is we're going to rake this up, get it nice and smooth, and then we're going to set that big old hosta right here in the center, and then it's going to have some other flowers around the sides. We got to rake all these stones out of here yet, but the basic part of this is done. And where we shoved that soil off, it's more raking to do, but that's about the best we could do with it muddy. It rained with a tractor. That's all I could do. I kind of need a York rake, something small like a little 4-footer behind a garden tractor, but I used to have one, don't anymore. Kind of small. I got a 7-foot goes on the tractor, but you can't get in there. Dawson, he's helping me pick up now. We're just picking up, getting things picked up, and looks like about 3 more days should be finished up, I think. Dawson's only able to do a couple hours here and there because he got a busy schedule. We got prom tomorrow. You got defensive driver's course tomorrow. What else? Bowling and induction to the Honor Society on Tuesday. There's a lot of stuff going on. So when we get time, we'll get back to it, right? So we're going to plan. He's going to count up and do inventory and see how well we are. I think he overfigured on the pea gravel. I figured 25. He got 40. So looks like about 15 bags extra. And then the block, how many did you figure? Another 110? And we might end up going 3 courses right there. Did you count 3 courses or 2 on the chicken coop part?
Kind of 2.
2. So let's count these up, see how many we got up. I got these placed in there. That finishes up our half circle here. We're going to go 2 courses high, so it stops down about at that block level. We're not up near the building. Now this all needs to be backfilled. We got some extra stone we're going to put in there for drainage. Up here I got the circle done, 2 high. We put in like 4 inches of stone, tamped it, dug down, brought it up, whatever. Did that. I got this circle done up here, 8-foot circle. I got 4 inches of stone tamped. We dug down. Remember I rototilled, and then I dug that out because it loosened it up. Cut some roots. Put our stone, tamped it, 2 courses of block glued to top. She originally said 2 blocks high. I'm guessing, you see we're looking up here at the slope. If we go too high, then we got to put a lot of fill in there. Right now, if we just scrape this fill over, you know, the soil, we got to do chips too. So I don't know if we should go 3 high. I'll talk with the homeowner. 2 high is what I would do. Finish putting a little stone around the inside edge for drainage, and then I'd pull this earth over, stay down about 3 inches off the top of the block. I think that'd look good. Otherwise, we got to throw another course on there. Well, the homeowner's not home, so I couldn't get a hold of her. So I went ahead and went up 3 courses. I think that's going to work pretty good. What we're going to do is be putting hostas in the center. Then she's got some other flowers around. So we're going to go ahead and backfill the back wall with crushed stone, a little pea stone, and give it drainage on both of these. The other one's finished pretty much. Then we got to get wood chips down here. He's got to get the plants in. That's his job. It looks like boy girl hostas. We got to move a rhododendron. This hosta's got to move. That bush is going to be centered. I don't know, she wants a few different things here we got to do. I think some extra hostas along the side here to fill in. That's a big old clump I hunked out with a backhoe. That's pretty heavy. Probably split that up with a shovel and then set them in. And then he's got some finish raking to do. And then this grass seed can go down. So coming along here. Okay, so there's retaining wall 1. Comes around 2 high, goes over a little stump there. We had to bank it up. And then over there we got 2 high and 3 high on the circle back there. And it looks pretty sharp. Well, I think she'll like that. We gotta grade that off and get a bunch of wood chips and get planting and get this grass seed growing mid-May. A little worried about the sun here. So this is a wet spot when it rains. Comes off this hill, this side hill, comes in here. So should be plenty damp under these pines. And we'll get this seeded and get some hay, straw spread out and get something growing. We're going to put a protection fence around it, keep the dog out. Looking good.